real tired. I'm staying at my friend Lisa's dad's and with Russell, and I couldn't find a piece of paper. But I did find a paper plate. You know, this is called crepe neck. This is reality here. This is what happens when you turn 50. And if you lose weight, you just immediately look old. But don't buy that tape to put your neck back. I thought it was real good until it tore the skin off. I'm just moving into the turtleneck part of my life. Hey, a quick update. I just watched a video with Kash Patel, that, FBI director, I guess. And he was talking about progress. How was the college tour? Well, we hadn't done any of the college tours yet. We just got to Raleigh, so now we can do the tours tomorrow. Yeah. Wait until you're 74. Well, you know what? I'll just say this. I'm glad to be here, and if my neck looks crepey and wrinkly, then it's okay with me, because I am fortunate enough to be on this planet. So there's that. Big update this afternoon. Big update about the pictures that came out and were given. Their neck exercises. Negative Ghost Rider, that's not happening. This is not a hate session against Kash Patel. It's just not going to be. We're not doing that. Because we have other things to do, like help find somebody's mother. I would say I am mainly thankful for Nest and the FBI and Nest working together, getting the right search warrants so that they could go into this private sector. So I will give Kash Patel credit where credit is due. I mean, he does annoy me, but anyway, I'm really thankful for that. And I think if there was one thing that makes me not thankful, but like Kash Patel kept saying, we're putting all these resources into this, we're making this happen. And I thought, well, now families, if they have a child that's kidnapped or taken, people now are going to be like, I want that kind of attention. Yes, they have someone detained that's being questioned. So what Kash said about that is, they said, I wrote it down. Do you have a potential suspect? And he said, we have made substantial progress. We're looking at people who are persons of interest. We're making advancements. So it doesn't seem like, that is, the New York Times is reporting a medvac helicopter left a Tucson hospital and flew to Rio Rico. What? I'm going to need some of my people to check this for me. I watched that live thing a little while ago. Yeah, the FBI is everywhere. Everywhere. Why are we mad at Kash? I didn't say I was mad at Kash. I just said he just sort of annoys me. I don't know why. It's probably me. Sometimes I feel like people are really trying to they need a lot of attention, and it might just be a Trump thing. Like, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did. I did this, I did that, I did this. You get kind of tired of that, But I do think the FBI has done a great job. And I am thankful that Nest has been willing to do what is necessary. But I think now we're going to have a lot of people that are like, we want to find our loved ones. I mean, I think the FBI has gotten maybe 6 out of the 10 people on the list this year. which is pretty impressive. I mean, let's be honest. Now, granted, the guy they just got, the old Olympian, I mean, they offered $15 million to find him. If you offer $15 million, you could probably find, I mean, your own children are going to turn you in with 15 million. Let's be honest. True story. So there are people of interest. The FBI, they're being very careful. I talked about that this afternoon. They are not even calling the video of the lunatic behind us, who I call the kidnapper. They call him the subject because they don't want to mess up their, case once they get him. I don't have a case, so it doesn't matter to me. So I can call him ass hat, whatever I want to. And currently I call him the kidnapper. So there's that. The news said Google performed a miracle finding the footage so quickly. Wow. Maybe he's the cleanup man. Well, I don't care who he is. He's bad. He's more than a subject. But I'm not prosecuting him, so I can call him whatever I want. So there's that. Let's see. The other big thing that I heard, which was very interesting, is that they are having different people that worked at Nancy's house submit DNA. And my first thought was like, well, why aren't people submitting DNA? Well, it makes you think that DNA has been found, right? So that there is something to cross-reference it to. That is so scary. It almost looks like Charlie Chaplin. The person has a very round head, right? Very. If that is a woman, then I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley. You heard that Kash Patel found the video in the cloud. What you talking about, Willis? Kash Patel did not say that. You've never seen someone carry a firearm in that manner. A firearm right over your privates. I mean, you would have to be insane to feel safe with a firearm right there. And I mean, I don't even have a penis, and it seems dangerous. So there's that. So anyway, they've got DNA. They're taking DNA. And what that means is that they have found some DNA to do a little cross-referencing. So I think that's a right big deal, right? You don't need to see that before you go to bed. I know. People really want it to be the daughters and the daughter's husband. So here's what I think about that. The hurt that I think you could cause a daughter by insinuating or accusing her of hurting her own mother, for me to sit here in front of, 377 people, which is not a lot in the big scheme of things, it's just wrong. And I wouldn't do that because it brings what comes of it that's good, when you think about who's in charge, Carrying a weapon in the middle of a front waistband is called the Mexican carry. Really? There's an air ambulance from Rico to Banner. Well, if that's the case, I don't know how I'm going to get any sleep tonight. And I have to sleep because I have to go see colleges tomorrow. Because this is not quite a family business yet. Where we can just news report. It doesn't help anyone. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be an Ashley Banfield. I can tell you that right now. Look what I did tonight, though. That was so fun. I went out to dinner with my teenage sons. Well, no, the one's 20 and one's 18. Well, we had the best time. We went to dinner in, we went to, we're in Raleigh, and we went to Sullivan's. And I love to give a restaurant. I mean, I think going to Raleigh, you're like, wow, you're going to get to eat all this great food. Sullivan's in Glenwood Avenue was terrible. That is not like me to say that. I used to think Sullivan's used to be the creme de la creme. I don't know if it was the service that was bad. I sat in a seat and I said, I feel really low. It was all I could do to get my arms up to get the food. I mean, I was down. I'm not that short. Blair couldn't have eaten. The table would have been here. My boobs were level with the table. The food was cold, and it's expensive food. I ordered a glass of wine. It came after I got my salad, which did not come quickly. It's anyway. Sullivan's, if you're out there watching, that was a very expensive dinner for being not any good. And my son Thomas is a waiter at Amos Mosquito in the summer. And even he was like, wow, this service. He was like, you just really see how well Amos Mosquito runs things. What do you think about the $300 showing up in the Bitcoin account? Oh, I didn't even know anything about that. I haven't been back long. I mean, I took my boys to dinner. Do you ever do Google reviews? No, I don't. You think I should? I probably should have looked at it, Angus Barn. I love the Angus Barn. The Angus Barn is incredible. The Angus Barn was very far away from where my oldest son lives, the fraternity house. Bitcoin activity. Yeah, maybe they were just testing it out. Who knows? And the bomb squad? Have you talked about the 2 SWAT vehicles? No? What SWAT vehicles? I just spent like 30 minutes testing all this. Wait, what, Phyllis? What's called in? Oh my gosh. I mean, I cannot stay up all night. I have to go see 2 colleges tomorrow. This is not good. I'm going to be like waking up in the night. Did the boys teach you anything else about Bitcoin? No, I didn't ask them. Did you say something to your server about the dissatisfaction? Did you speak to the manager? No, I didn't want to be a Karen because my children get sick of me complaining. But even they were like, well, Russell was like, it was great. But Thomas was like, I never realized how much I like my food to be hot. If you're getting an $80 steak, you know, you want it hot. And then the waitress, I was like, I ordered a baked potato. She was like, you did? I was like, yeah. I mean, because I ordered a steak and a baked potato. That was it. I don't think you did. It's like, I did. The customer is always right. And even Russell was like, yeah, she did. They've arrested a suspect. We know this. We know they've arrested. It's not, well, I don't think they've arrested a suspect. They were interviewing a person of interest. You've never had an $80 steak. Well, we were splitting it. We were splitting. So really, I had a $40 steak, and I didn't eat all mine, and some of it went to go. So really, I had about $20 steak. So that's why. I don't think they arrested anyone. This is how rumors get started. Don't let us down by going to bed. I have to. I'm exhausted. I've stayed up past midnight the last 2 nights, just falling apart in this. I cannot stay up any longer. It was We got a cowboy ribeye. Don't get it. The baked potato. The baked potato's all right. Uh, yeah, no, it wasn't good. The wine was good. Though I got a glass of wine. It came in this little thing like this, and then they poured it in the glass. Is that normal? Do you like Wagyu steak? I've never had it. Good or bad, we'll be here tomorrow. Well, tomorrow I'll be looking at colleges. We are visiting NC State, Go Wolfpack in the morning, and then High Point University in the afternoon. Okay, keep me informed, peoples. Goodbye.